years of off-road racing dominance. Proprietary patented race technology. Proudly made in the USA. Unparalleled customer service and support. The champions. King Shocks. The leader in off-road shock technology.
August is the time to upgrade your ride at 4-Wheel Parts. Finance your bill and get up to $200 in a Visa prepaid card or 18-month promotional financing. Save up to $200 on sets of BFG tires and up to $280 on sets of ProComp tires. Be the first to own the all-new 4WP factory lines of Bronco and Tacoma products. Endless summer savings at 4-Wheel Parts.
Wheels for those who don't stall, sputter, or split the difference. Proven to get you where you need to be and take you where you never thought you'd go. Your path is fierce and turbulent, but you are made for this journey. KMC is made for this journey.
Mark, why does the Growers Company buy Ford? Is there any particular reason for that?
Yes, we do, because we depend on a good product, and Ford has been good to us in the past. We put a lot of miles on our vehicles, and they hold up for us, Joe.
And it was a long time ago, Mark, but you're still buying Ford trucks from Alexander Ford.
We sure do, and we get the same great service even today at Alexander Ford.
Alexander Ford. We were here for you then, here for you now, and long into the future. A difference you can count on.
All right, what's up, guys? We are back once again. We are here with, which is probably going to be the finish update. It's going to be the finish update here. Your F&L race coverage of the 2021 Best in the Desert Vegas to Reno race, brought to you guys by KMC Wheels all day. Yeah, this is it. We're getting down to the finish. Ryan Arciero is 15 miles out, a little less than 15 miles out from the finish. So let's see what happens. It's gonna be a pretty exciting finish here. We're gonna bring up the time in a second here. We're gonna bring up the map. Let's bring up the map first. Here we go. You can see we came live a little bit early, a couple minutes early, just because I wanted to make sure we were on for the finish. Cars are getting close. Ryan Arciero is currently your race leader. He is at mile 479, and he's getting close. The finish is at 490. 490 is the finish, so he's only less than 20 miles, just about 10 miles, 12 miles or so from the finish, and we will have a trick truck at the finish. Behind Ryan Arciero, physically, we have BJ Baldwin in second. He started physically second, and he's still physically second, so he's just kind of been cruising along all day. Jordan Brenthal, Kyle Jurgensen are in third, and then check this out. James Dean is actually in fourth physical in a one car, and he started ninth. So just looking there right now, he started ninth place. He started ninth. Arciero started eighth. So he only has 2 minutes on Arciero, so he's not going to beat him. However, the 127 started seventh, so he's only got 4 minutes on him. He could be within 4 minutes, but I don't think he is right now. So it's going to be, he's probably going to be third, I'd say, overall on time. Maybe fourth. It's going to be third or fourth. We're just going to have to see once he gets to the finish here. Also, you see Tracy Graff. He's actually the fourth TT on the road right now coming into the finish, and he's had a really good race. So that's the look at the front there for you guys. We just got an update. Let's see. Dave says Brent Fox passed in the pits for first on the road. Should be first on time. Okay, I'm not sure what pit that was, but there you go. Brent Fox in the 6100 class. We know he hasn't been tracking most of the day, but he is actually first on the road in that class. So good to know. Thanks for that update. Dave, if you're in the pits, can you give us a split time to the second truck, maybe, if you're there and still watching? That would be helpful. Let's see. Going back. We got Adam Householder. Once again, we're going to have to look at these times because Adam started pretty far back. He might actually be in second place on corrected time. The 19, they kind of had an up and down day. They were doing really good earlier. They were all the way up to second. getting close to leading on time at one point. Then they had some problems. They were down in the pit for a long time, and then they fought back, and it looks like they're going to have a solid finish here. Raul Gomez, he's just kind of been going along all day. Haven't really seen him stopped. He's had a pretty good, just solid day. Jax Redline and Ken Block, they were doing good earlier. They got a couple flat tires, and then they dropped back. They were in the pits for a little bit. They were broken for a little bit. I'm not sure what exactly broke, but they are having a good, solid run. This is their first, Ken Block's first race in a trophy truck, and this is a trick truck here. And Jax Redline, you know, he hasn't been doing it too long either. The kid's 16 years old. He just got his driver's license, so pretty cool to see them having a good run today. I do have a finish line camera up over here, so I'm going to write down the finish times here whenever we get some finishers for you guys. The good news is it looks like everyone's tracker, I'm going to jinx this probably, and someone's tracker's not going to work. It looks like all the front runners' trackers are working here. So if we go look at our Racing Tracks times, we can see the trick truck times at mile 450. It was Ryan Arciero, and then second was actually Jurgensen, and he was about, 7-8 minutes behind him. And then look at this, only 3 seconds back was Tracy Graff. So Tracy Graff was only 3 seconds out of second place about 40 miles ago. And then it was a bit of a gap back to Adam Householder, so he lost some time in there. He was quite a bit closer earlier. So Adam must have had a little downtime somewhere. But I'm watching the finish line feed here. Best in Desert is live if you guys have another window. If you want to open it, it looks like they have a camera, cell phone at least, live over there at the finish line. So that's good to know. Arciero is about 7 miles out from the finish or so right now. So he's going to be coming in. Let's see, what else you guys got? 30 seconds. All right, Fox passed in the pits 30 seconds in front tops. Okay, so it sounds like, let's go look at the spec trucks. It sounds like we have some really good racing going on in 6100. I think I turned them off. Let me turn them back on here. It's confusing trying to see all these classes on the screen at once because there's so many cars entered this race. Okay, we got them back on. They're going to be white this time. So let's go find the first white one. 6172. Okay, so that's Dustin Grabowski. They're the highest one up tracking, but 30 seconds in front of him is Fox, who's the actual physical leader. And where did Grabowski start? Let me see. Grabowski started there. Fox started 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here's a bit of an interesting thing. Fox started 4 spots in front of Grabowski. That means that he started 4 minutes in front of him. He has to finish 4 minutes in front of Grabowski, or Grabowski is going to get him on time. So if that's true at pit 11, and he was only 30 seconds in front of Grabowski, Grabowski is actually winning that class by 3 minutes and 30 seconds right now because he has 4 minutes on corrected time on him. So we'll see when they come to the finish in a little while. Keep that in mind. If Fox comes in first, you got to count off, start a timer and count off 4 minutes for Grabowski. If he comes in less than 4 minutes, he's your winner. I think it's going to be one of those two guys. It doesn't look like anybody else is really close up there. There's a couple in the Top Gun pit, but they're stopped, so they're not going to be your winners unless the other guys have problems. Pierce Herbst is going. Yeah, see, none of these guys back here are going to be your winners if they don't have a problem in those front two. Justin Blauer still moving along. Terry Householder. So the Householder's having a pretty good day so far. Both Adam and his dad seem to be having a pretty good run. Somebody says, did they start 1 minute apart or 2? Okay, so the answer is both. So the first 20 cars overall started 2 minutes apart. So that would have been the trick trucks and the class 1s, just the first 20 of them. They started 2 minutes. And then after spot 21, everybody started a minute, all the way back until the restart we had way in the end, and they started every 30 seconds. So we have 2 minute starts, 1 minute starts, and 30-second starts today. But pretty much all the classes that we're looking at right now were either 2 minutes apart or 1 minute apart. All of the spec trucks, the 6100s, they all started 1 minute apart. So 1 minute gaps in the 6100 class. And then the 6200s, which you can see one of right here, actually started in front of all the trucks. So the trucks have now gotten around the 6200 cars. Not that 6200, sorry. McMullen had started in front. And they had a good day going earlier, but they've had some problems and set them back. So that's what's going on here. All right, so let's go look at the finish again. Waiting to see him come in the finish. Haven't seen the finish yet. Hold on, we're popping this out here and make it a little bigger here for me to watch. All right, I got the finish up on the side here so we can make sure and give you guys a good time. This tracker keeps bouncing back. Carlin started in front of Grabowski. That's the 6201 here. Yeah. So he started in front of Grabowski, but Grabowski has passed him. So Grabowski is going to be beating him on time. So the running order you see right here is pretty much the correct order, except for if Fox is in front, Grabowski's actually winning on corrected time if he's within 4 minutes of him. So here we go. Ryan Arciero getting very, very close to the finish, probably coming into the finish any time now. We'll be looking to see him in the finish here shortly. Best in Desert is live. We have a camera there, but I believe it's going to be Arciero if he finishes right here. None of these other guys are close enough. If we pull up the times again, just to check, let's see. You know, Jurgensen was 8 minutes. He's not going to make up 8 minutes in the last 40 miles. There's no way, because Arciero hasn't stopped. So none of these other guys were even close to be able to make a run at him. So if Ryan Arciero can get to the finish right here, he is going to be your winner, which is actually a pretty cool story. 1 year ago, the car that Ryan was driving burned to the ground. That was the Kyle Washington truck. So this was the race that they lost their truck in. They rebuilt, got the new truck ready. The Herps boys built him a new truck over there at the Herps shop, and it looks like this is the first race out of the box, and it looks like they got that thing pretty dialed for the first race out of the box. That's for sure. Let's see if I got some other updates coming here. Oh yeah, so the Subaru, if you guys just saw, I just got a video. The Subaru passed mile 47. So the Subaru is still going. They started way late because they got stopped in that at start, in the restart. They didn't start till way late, but they are going, so they made it to mile 47 so far. This isn't good. Look at this. We have Tracy Graff stopped. So Tracy Graff has stopped at mile 471. Bummer for Tracy Graff. Hopefully that's just a tire change, but it looks like they've been stopped there for a couple minutes. So we'll have to wait and see if Graff gets going again. Hopefully they can get it going again. That's really close to the finish. That's a major bummer if they can't there. Oh man, that almost looked like the bottom of, look at that. It almost looks like Arciero's was red there from the way that that V is. I was like, oh no, that wouldn't be good. So he should be coming to the finish anytime now. These trackers are a couple minutes delayed from where they actually are. So if it shows him at like a mile to the finish, he's probably about to come across the finish line any minute now. He's 3 miles from the finish on here. So any second now, it looks like Arciero should be coming to the finish. So we'll have to wait and see him come across. Let's see. I wonder if I can get. Let me try something here for you guys a second. Let's give me a second here. I'm going to see if we can maybe possibly get the Best in the Desert finish feed to come up over here. Okay, let's see. Let me see. Try and do this for you guys. Yeah, it's full screen. Let's see what this looks like. There we go. Here, let's all right, let's try this for a minute. This is the Arciero going to be coming into the finish. Now we just have to figure out if I can get some sound for you guys.
Will it be Ryan Arciero? Will he come in? Will he come back last year at this race?
Can you guys hear that sound?
Let me know. Vehicle just to take on Vegas to Reno. Will it be BJ Baldwin?
Can you hear them talking at the finish?
Putting in a hell of a drive today. Will it be Kyle Jurgensen? Will it be Jack's red light? Here we go. The Levi. Ryan Arciero truck across the line. Holy mackerel.
There you go. All right, there's your race winner right there. Ryan Arciero.
Jeff, get in there. You're in there. Here we go. Burned to the ground last year.
Yeah, that's
first across the line this
recovery from last year.
Worst to first, 32. Ryan Arciero.
Did you guys hear him talking or not? I'm not sure if the system audio is working or not.
Woo!
He's going to be stoked.
Fantastic. Go ahead. Get in there, Jeff. Get with Jeff. Get in there with Jeff.
Well done, guys! Yeah!
All right. All right. Way to go, guys. Way to go.
Good job, Ryan. I like Ryan. He's a good guy. Glad to see him get a win here. He's definitely a badass. It's a brand new truck to him. They just tested it like last week, too. I think he drove it one time. It's crazy.
That's fantastic.
Uh-oh, their cell phone. There we go. Oh, no. They ended the video. All right. Oh, no. I wonder if they hit the button. I'll see if it comes back. I'm watching to see if it comes back. Best in the Desert ended their feed. Oh, here we go. I think they're back. There we go.
We literally just finished it last week. The guys worked their butts off. It was impressive. We had 0 problems with the truck all day long. Really? Any tire changes? We had 2 tires. We had 2 tires we changed. Don't know how we got this unlucky flat.
Wow, here we.
You know, we just kept
There's
plugging
BJ.
away.
BJ Baldwin is in. BJ Baldwin is in.
And not making any mistakes. Don't put a toe off. And just let the race come to us. That's exactly what it did. That's exactly what it did. This race always has so much attrition. And as long as you don't put the toe out and you don't make any mistakes, you're going to get here first. We got it. We got it. So, these races are all about, oh my God. And then you got the power plant in this thing. You know, Joe Good racing the guys over there. I mean, this thing was doing 150 miles an hour across the lake. What do you think? Travis,
His audio is really low because he's just using his cell phone.
I couldn't do any of this without Kyle Washington. He's our team owner. Without him, none of this would ever happen. So I'm just so excited. I'm ecstatic. Can I say hi to my wife and my kids? I'm excited to see you guys. We're happy for you guys. Great job. Great job. Hey, so happy to see you guys. And I'm excited. My dad's here. My Hall of Fame dad's here.
There we go, Kyle Jurgensen.
And most importantly, our brand new sponsor, Dragonfly. These guys are awesome, and to come out
get in there and
of the
interview
box
them.
with a brand new sponsor and win a race, I tell you what, that's awesome.
The coolest thing, we saw you at the time trials, and we're like, look at how cool that truck looks.
Yeah, it's awesome,
Your
huh?
helmet smash, your suits match. It's awesome. I love the stars and stripes. That's great. Good stuff.
Thank you for all your hard work putting this on. I know that's not an easy task, and you let us come out here and live our
That's
dreams.
Jeff Phillips right there, I believe, race director on the right there.
All right. Thanks, guys. Good job.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Go up there and tell George.
No, we got to do an interview here, Jeff. We have an interview with the TV crew.
Yeah, it's Jeff.
Good job, guys.
Just want to make sure the interview.
All right, so that's
TV guys
BJ
get
and then
that energy.
Jurgensen.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, they've got get in there. Well,
Ryan
we
is
got to
gonna
hold
be a
these
race
guys
winner,
and make
though.
sure they all get interviewed. Here's BJ Baldwin, doing great. Good day, huh?
It could have been a little bit better. We had some problems. I made a mistake. I got a flat.
Yeah.
Hit something pretty big.
But you were up front all day. I mean, you were on it. You were on it from the start. I mean, you were never out of contention.
Yeah, this camouflage works pretty good. Yeah, we had a flat and we had a flat. What?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Job, man.
Second place?
Hey,
I'm gonna have you drug tested. What the hell?
When did Bryce get out?
He went out at Top Gun. Top Gun. It's right near Top Gun is where he dropped out, guys.
Even after all the problems we had, we were second.
Yes. That's where we're looking at right now, unofficially, guys.
Yeah, BJ is going to be second. Well, I think he might be third. Yeah,
No, it's good to see you back on
he's
the
gonna be
podium,
third,
BJ.
'cause, Jurgensen
Really good to
started
see you back on the
long
podium.
behind him.
Hey, we're going to interview you for TV up here. We need to get you on TV. That excitement, okay? All right. Here we go.
Yeah,
We're here
depending on
again.
Jurgensen definitely beat BJ 100%.
127, Kyle Jurgensen. Man, oh man, good drive today, guys. Really, really good. What a race. Tell us a little bit about how'd your day go?
It was actually pretty eventful, but not eventful. Everybody did their job right. Sean was doing great. The truck was running great. The only mistake we made today is I got a flat around mile 300. We were second on the road at the time, and during that flat, we smacked a drive shaft and we had a vibration. It wouldn't let us go past 80.
Oh no.
So we pushed, you know, where we could, and then we changed it at 9 Gabs. And that's where these guys both got back by us.
Well, points-wise, I mean, this has got to put you in really good stead points-wise. You've been climbing the ladder 3-2.
Yeah, it depends on what householder does here. I know he's coming up pretty soon. I don't know if he's going to get us or not. We pushed as hard as we could.
Now, you guys did phenomenal today. Congratulations, man. You're just getting that close to that first win. Congratulations, Kyle.
All right, well, there we go. I'm going to turn that back off. Go back over to the other screen here so we can check it out. Hang on a second here. Let me get the tracker screen back up. All right, here we go. All right, so there you go. You guys saw it. Ryan Arciero, he's going to be your race winner, and then Jurgensen is going to be second, and BJ is going to be third. However, we need to wait and see where the 1575 finishes right here. And let me refresh this because this looks a little old. The 1575 Class 1 car could actually be third overall, which would be the highest that a Class 1 car has finished in a Best in the Desert race in a very long time, in a big Best in Desert race. I don't think there's been one that's finished that high in a while. So yeah, you can see this tracker's a little behind. It's showing Brenthal Jurgensen's right here, but we just saw them at the finish. So James Dean, we're gonna have to wait and see where he finishes. He very well could be third, depending on what it is. And let me look. I could see your comments, and I couldn't see him a second ago. He started. Yeah, we can't hear him. Dude has headphones on. Yeah, he had his. He was using his cell phone, and the mic was going through his thing. I don't care. They had a camera at the finish line. That's better than the last race we were covering. So at least we got to see the finish this race. It wasn't close enough on time to be able to need a stopwatch, but it is what it is, right? We got to see the finish of the Vegas to Reno race live, so I'm stoked. Thank you, Best in the Desert. And on that note, I would like to put a big shout out to Best in the Desert for their qualifying coverage that they did. They did a really good job on their live qualifying. That show was legitimate for the first time that they have done a show. I thought it went really well. The guy Jack, who was doing the commentating, he was really good. He's a very good commentator. That guy knows how to commentate. You can tell he's been doing it for a while. I actually snooped on him a little bit, and it looks like he's done it for some TV stations before. So he's covered WWE, some sports, and he does their short course also for the Lucas series. So big shout out to those guys. Wanted to mention that today. They did a great job on that. All right, so that's enough with these top runners. Let's go look at some other guys real quick. As I know, not everybody just cares about the trick trucks and the Class 1 cars. Let's bring up the UTV Turbo class. This class had some good racing earlier. Let's go see how we are doing. And it looks like we still have some pretty good racing going on here. We have Mitch Guthrie, who's showing first, but right behind him we have Austin Weiland in the Pro Turbo UTV class. And then we have Dustin Jones, followed by Brett Serapis, and then Ryan Piplick. So look at that top 5. These guys have been close all day, and it still is really close. If we bring up the time page and we load the UTV turbos, the last spot we had them all through was mile 300. Mitch Guthrie back in front. These guys have been going back and forth. Mitch Guthrie back in front by, was that 7 seconds only over Dustin Jones. He had 2 minutes on Austin Weiland on time, and he had 5 minutes on Brett Serapis on time. So very, very close on time in the UTV Turbo class there. So, and then look behind him, 1 minute and 1 minute to Cole and Brandon Sims, another minute to Schuler, another minute to Ryan Piplick. Man, this racing is really crazy. The UTV Turbo class here. Now the UTV P class you guys are asking about. This class is going to be really hard to keep track of because this is the class that got split up earlier. This class did not all start at the same time. There was hours delayed. So it might look like, you know, Dallas Gonzalez is first through here, but we're literally not going to know until, I don't know, 4 hours from now who is really leading this class. So this class is going to be very hard to keep track of. Race mile 200, you can see these guys are all through it. But if you look at these guys back here, a lot of these guys were stuck at the start and just started, 2 hours ago or 3 hours ago. So they're going to be 3 hours behind these other guys in their class physical. So we're not going to, I don't even know what to tell you. I can't even give you guys an update on this class because it's split so far on the course. Once they get to the finish and once they come through these later checkpoints, you'll have a time, but right now we have no idea. Nobody does. You're not going to know how who's winning this class. So the UTV Pro NA class is up in the air for anybody. We're not going to know until tonight, honestly, who wins that class. The other class that did get off the line was the UTV Unlimiteds. They were all off the line before the delay. So Chris Blaze, you can see, is winning that class through mile 250. And then we have Michael Isom in second, Jim Beaver in third, and then a little bit of a gap back to fourth, and then a little bigger gap from there back. So there's 7 of those that are running kind of towards the front. After that, it gets a little bit more spread out in the UTV Unlimited class. Looking at the 6100 class, we can bring up, let's see, 6100. So Grabowski is the only one through there, but we know Fox is in front of him. So it's going to be, Grabowski is going to be ahead on time, and then Fox, and then Pulvardi, Herbst, Griffith, Kiger. That's kind of going to be your time. There's a big gap you can see between these first couple and then these other ones. There's a big gap. So it comes down to Christopher, Dustin, and then Brent Fox. Those 3. That's your top 3 6100s. They're the only ones that are really close together, actually. So going to be kind of tough for these other guys to make a move. But any one of those front 3 can still make a move in the 6100 class. That's for sure. Some of the UTV Rally class, they all got delayed. So this one is a little bit easier to see. At mile 100, it was Mikey Kelly, followed by Jack Olagus, Tucker Smith, Cowboy, and then so on. So the Ruslan, the kid Ruslan, he is one of the youngest competitors in this race. He was running in 12th place, it looks like, at mile 50. This is his first off-road desert race, I think. So cool to see new people coming in. Hopefully he has a good race. But he was in 12th there. So what other class do you guys want to see? 6200s. Yeah, we can go look at them. It was pretty much just that one guy was out front. Yeah, it's not really close, honestly. 6201 Nicholas. He's going to win that class if he finishes. There's no one else that was close to him at this point. He had over a half an hour lead at the last mile mark. They both came through. So very close there for him. You guys are asking what happened at the start. There was a racing incident, and one of the racers passed away during the race. Best in Desert put out a statement on it, so you can see their statement that they put out. But there was about at least 3, maybe close to 4 hour or more delay in the. It was right down the middle of the Pro NA class, the UTVs. It was a UTV racer. So one of the Pro NAs crashed. They had to close the course down for a while. And unfortunately, he passed away from his injuries. So very, very tragic day in the UTV Pro class. But that's why that class is now split on their times, and it's going to be hard to tell who's where. The what else do you guys want to see? Three-wheeler dude. Well, three-wheeler dude was at mile. Let's go look. I did see him on here. He's getting pretty close, actually. He's getting pretty high up there. Where? Let me just refresh this real quick and turn everybody off except for him. All right, so he was the quad A. All right, right here. He's getting pretty close to the finish. He's now at 0 miles an hour, so hopefully he can get it fixed. All right, so that's actually the first time we've seen him be at 0 miles an hour today, so that is a bummer. But the three-wheeler guy is at mile 402, so he made it 402 miles so far. That's a bad spot right there, actually. That's a very remote spot, not easy to get to. So hopefully he can get it going again. Hopefully he can get it fixed and at least get it to this pit right here, Top Gun, and then get it fixed more if he has to. But bummer for Goob Tech Racing. He had a really good run going today. He might still. He's just sitting at 0 miles an hour right now. So that's a bit of a bummer for him there. And then let's see. Is Ken Block still racing? Yes, Ken was still racing. Let's turn the trucks back on again just to look back at the front. All right, we got some more, we got a lot of trucks coming in now. So yeah, Ken Block is right here. It's actually Jack's red line in the truck now. Ken drove the first 300 miles and then Jack's got in the truck and is bringing it to the finish. They're having a pretty solid day. They had a couple little issues, so a couple flat tires and such, but they are bringing it to the finish. It looks like Adam Householder is going to be your next finisher now. And then Tim Herps, Jack's red line, Eric Husted. Raul Gomez is at 0 miles an hour coming in. Tracy Graff still at 0 miles an hour. He's been there at 0 for a while, so that might be a bit of a bigger issue. Another lot. Look at all these guys, 0 miles an hour. Sterling Miller, 0 miles an hour, and so on. Here is Kevin Thompson and Harley Lettner. They crashed in qualifying, had to start in the back, lost the transmission by mile 40 at pit 1, changed the transmission in record time, less than 20 minutes, and they are still going. They've obviously had some other issues after that that sent them back even more than that 20 minutes. But they are going to finish. They're the #1 on their truck for a reason. They won the championship last year, and they're going to finish every race this year trying to defend their championship. That's the only way you can do it. What about Subaru guy? Subaru guy was moving. Let's go see. He's the class 8. Let me see. Where was Sportsman? He's actually Sportsman. Sportsman right here. Show. Okay. Let's go look. He was 81.97. So he's still moving. There we go. Mile 64. I think the video I posted, he was at 47 or something. So he's moved up quite a bit since then. Subaru guy is moving. He's doing 26 miles an hour at mile 65. So there's your Subaru update. Hopefully he can keep it going. It's going to be honestly, he's not going to be finished until tomorrow morning at this pace because he had to start so late. So he's going to be out there for a while. Hopefully he doesn't break down in the middle of the night somewhere. That won't be a very fun night. Hopefully they got sleeping bags packed in there just in case. James Dean, 3rd place. All right, let's go look. So did James Dean in the 15 truck? All right, so Ryan Arciero, 756. So Jurgensen, 801, and then BJ Baldwin, 810. So he just has to be faster than 810. And if we pull it up, class 1500, 810. Oh man, look at this, 810.16. What was BJ? 810.16, and oh dang it, where'd it go? 810.16, 810.39. He got BJ. BJ, it looks like is going to be 4th overall. It looks like. Now this is unofficial, of course. Some of these times are off by a couple seconds. Sometime that is pretty close, but it's usually not off by 20 seconds. Sometimes it's off by a couple. But according to the racing tracks, which is totally unofficial, James Dean is going to be 3rd place overall in his 1500 Class 1 car. So pretty impressive, really good run. I think his brother Jordan was in for the first part, and then James got in later. So a good run for for those guys in the Class 1 car today. They had a good run. They beat BJ Baldwin. It looks like they just didn't beat Kyle Jurgensen or Ryan Arciero, but pretty good. All right, what else? You guys want to see anything else? This is going to probably be the last update I do. Honestly, there's not much more to tell you guys. These other classes are kind of so spread out. There's not going to be much more to update after this. Whoever races a 3-wheeler deserves a gold medal. Oh, for sure. And who really thought they were going to make it 400 miles? And it's the same guy riding it the whole time too. He's not switching off. I'm pretty sure that's the same guy still on it. That was his plan at least. So that's pretty crazy to solo it. So crazy. What else? 6100. Yeah, we just looked at 6100. I just showed you guys that. I'm not going to know because the problem with 6100 is Brett Fox is not tracking. So 6100. I'll show you guys one more time. 6100 is right here. It's going to be Grabowski. Last we knew, which was like 1 pit ago, he was 30 seconds behind Fox on time physically, but he started 4 minutes behind him. So Grabowski is going to be your leader, I'm pretty sure, on time, even if he's behind him on course right now. We're not going to know when Fox finishes because his tracker's not working. So that's all I can tell you for now. I'm going to, if Grabowski doesn't stop between here and the finish, he just updated again. If you don't see his stop, I'm going to say he's a winner because he's not going to, the other front Fox is not going to put 3.5 minutes on him between right here at this pit up here and the finish. That's not going to happen unless Grabowski stops. So my bet, put my money on Grabowski is going to be your winner in 6100 if he makes it to the finish without stopping. Now, Ray Griffith, he started right in front of Grabowski. So Grabowski's already passed Griffith, which means he's already beating him. And he has a minute on him. So Ray Griffith is not a factor for the win, once again, unless Grabowski has problems. So that pretty much sums up the top 3, and Ray Griffith is probably going to be third if neither of these other guys have problems in the last 10 miles of the course, 15 miles of the course. All right, Cameron Steele. Oh yeah, we haven't looked at them for a while, huh? We got to check on our 7,200 boys. It's only Proctor and Steele, and Steele was down early with some hub issues for a while. They had to change a hub seal. So here is Jeff Proctor. Should be Pat Daly in the car now, unless Richard wanted to stay in. Richard Glassick started. Richard from RPM. They are at mile 360, and then Cameron Steele is still moving. I think Cameron's actually out of the truck now because he was texting me a little bit ago. He is out of the truck. I'm not sure who's in now. Maybe Renee. I'm not sure who else was driving that today. They're at mile 235, and they're moving. So they came out just to have fun at the last minute, and they're still going. It's going to be hard for them to beat this Honda truck, which is basically a $500,000 7200 truck. It's in Cameron's Heidi's actually. Ranger that has bolt-on Camberg suspension and I think a stock 4-liter motor in it with a 5-speed transmission, or maybe a C4 in there. I don't know. So yeah, good to see Cameron out here. We're having some fun though. Glad he showed up. Said Renee and Richie probably. Yeah, I would assume it's probably Renee in there too. All right, so 491 has a flat tire. Okay, there we go. Update. So what do you do on a flat tire on a 3-wheeler? If it's the front, can you put a rear on? I don't think so, right? If it's a rear, you just keep going. So who said that? Robert Bradford. How did you know that? What tire is flat on the 3-wheeler? And can he keep going? He's got to get to the pit. He's at mile 402 and he has to go to mile 414. He's got to go about 12 miles to get to the pit. He could actually get to the road right here, and then he might be able to come out to the road and then go back in. But he's got to be able to get there. I would assume having a flat tire, he's going to be able to limp it somehow. It's a rear going to keep going. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Thanks for the update. He's got one rear. That's why you ride a 3-wheeler. You have 2 rears. You don't need 2, right? Just lean over, ride it like a bicycle on one rear and one front. Keep going. Go to the next pit. Easy peasy. And if it's the front, you wheelie. Perfect. See? You guys, we're helping him out here. Just relay that to him because I'm sure he probably already knows that, right? If it's a front, you wheelie. If it's one rear, just lean over to the side. Good to go. All right. Travis Zillinger. I'm not sure what class that is. Is it going to keep going? All right. What happened to class 5? We can go look. I didn't know there was many of them today. There was 3 of them. I never actually looked much at them. Let's refresh this page again because it's getting a little crowded again. So many cars. This is a big race. There's a lot of entries this race. I think it was over 400 or something, including the bikes and quads. Well, class 5, there's like nobody tracking. So that's what happened to them. Chris's tracker hasn't worked in a long time. The 510 is back in Pahrump. So Hernquist is out. So that's what happened to class 5. Your guess is as good as mine. There's nobody on here. The last tracker we knew was the WTF Racing, and that's what their tracker did. It went WTF at 1742. So that was at 542. That was about an hour ago. They were moving though an hour ago. They were at mile 326. So they might still be going. I don't know. We will see. Grabowski class 5 Subaru is out, blew the motor. All right, so that's the other one. So that's all 3. One's in Pahrump, one blew a motor, and the other one's right here on screen. Hasn't tracked for an hour. Boom, knocked out class 5. All right, what else? You guys only got a few minutes left here. We're getting down to the end of the show here. Not too many comments coming back in still. In Pahrump, eating dinner. Yeah, there's a couple different places they could be in Pahrump. If you have a bad race, there's a few places along this route that you could go to have a better time than having a bad race. So maybe that's where some of these guys went after their bad day. Warzone time. That's right. You have a better day. MC results are official. I don't think any results are going to be official until the race is over, which now the race isn't going to be over until tomorrow morning. So you're not literally going to see any official results until tomorrow. Probably at that whenever the awards are tomorrow. I doubt we're going to see anything before then, just because of the delay, and you know, that's just how it is. They're not going to put out official results till everyone's done. As soon as we do get a result, I will post them, though. I promise you guys that. So overall time, bikes versus trucks. Oh yeah, that's a good thing. We never really looked at that, huh? All right, so the overall truck was 7:56, and then the overall bike is going to be 7:43. Oh, look at that. The bikes beat the trucks, if these times are correct. If these times are correct, they beat them by 13 minutes, right? 56 and 43. Wow, that's the first time. I think that's the first time a bike has won overall in quite a while, isn't it? So, yeah, the N46, Dalton Shirley and Jacob Albright look like they have won the overall of the whole race. And these times are usually pretty close. Like I said, they're not going to be off by 13 minutes. So I think a bike took the overall at the 2021 Vegas to Reno race. Definitely, yeah, definitely. There you go. Bike overall. What else you guys got? Paris de Parum. Yeah, let me know how the tacos are. Brandon Sims is that through pay? All right. Well, that's what else did you guys want to see? 4,700. We can go look on the. Just look here real quick at some times for you guys. 4,700. It looks like Brett. Is it Meister? Meister is leading, and no one else was really close to him. He had almost an hour lead last time he came through mile 250. So so that's that. That's that 4,700 class. Somebody asked about that. What else? Oh, vintage. Someone was asking about vintage. How many entries? We had 2 entries there. Both of the vintage cars made it by mile 50, but they did not make it past there so far. One had about a half an hour lead. Chris Harlander had a half an hour lead at mile 50. They were after the delayed start too, so they're probably still going. They're just going to be way behind because of the way delayed start. 5 Unlimited, I just looked that up. They're all done as far as we can tell. The last one hasn't updated for an hour, so he might still be going. The WTF racing car, and that was it. Class 10, go look at their times one more time for you guys. All right, Class 10, it was Brett Jeffers is in front of Mason Cullen by 6 minutes at mile 350. That was them. And then 4 minutes back from them was Wheeler Morgan. So it was a 10-minute gap between first and third. And it's Jeffers, Cullen, Morgan, and then Haddam, Crawford, Miller, and Yurcho are the only ones that have made it through mile 350. So that's a look at your Class 10. Subaru update. We just did a Subaru update for you guys. We can look on the times here for you, though. Oops, that's the wrong one. Sportsman. All right, so John Freyna, 8197, that's the Subaru. He was losing by half an hour at mile 50 in his class, but we don't really care. He's not really racing, right? He's racing to get to the finish. So if that Subaru can get anywhere near the finish, if he makes it halfway, that is a huge win. I know that guy has raced, I'm pretty sure he's raced this a couple times, and I don't even think he's ever made it to mile 50. So I'm pretty sure he's already made it past where he's made it the other times he's tried. So he obviously did something better. So, all right. Well, I think that pretty much covers it all, guys. Not much else more to tell you guys. If you're just joined us, the race has been won by Ryan Arciero, and I'll just load the top cars one more time for you to see if someone else is about to finish. Ryan Arciero is going to be your winner. It's going to be Jurgensen. Here's your times again. Let's go down it. Ryan Arciero is your winner. Jurgensen, Kyle Jurgensen, and Jordan Brenthal are going to be second. James Dean in the 1500 car is going to be third. BJ Baldwin is going to be fourth. Adam Householder is going to be fifth overall. And Tim Herbst looks like he's going to be sixth overall. Now, when some of these 6100 cars finish, they might beat some of these guys and the 6200s. But the finish at the top is going to be the same. So Arciero, Jurgensen, Dean, Baldwin. That's your top 4. Those 4 are not going to change. Adam Householder in fifth. He's probably not going to change either. So that's a look at the race here. All right. Well, I got to go post some stuff on social media. We got some finish line stuff to post. Big thanks to all of you guys for joining in today. You know, if you guys didn't have fun watching this, I wouldn't do it, honestly. So it's cool to have you guys chime in. Big thanks to anyone who's out there on the race course who sends me an update throughout the day. That's what makes this fun. And you know, there was a ton of you guys watching this today. Every video has got a few thousand views by the time I'm done, which is pretty freaking cool, actually. So big thanks to Brian Busby and Robert Campbell, who were out on course for us earlier today. And you know, we're gonna keep this stuff going. Big thanks to all of our sponsors, of course. F&L Racing Fuel, our title sponsor all year. Big thanks to all of them. The Cullens, Busby, they're all great guys. Hopefully Cullen has a good rest of the race here in Class 10. KMC Wheels, John Bidding, Ryan over there, everyone over there. Big thanks to all those guys. 4 Wheel Parts, Joey D, everyone at 4 Wheel Parts, always cool. And you know, good to have the support of people who I've known for a long time. So it means a lot that you guys are still supporting King Shocks, everyone there. Thanks for their support. Rigid Industries make great lights. I like the light bars on my my Razor. BFG, the best tires. Everybody, I think everybody in the race got flats today. Some BFGs got flats. Ryan Arciero, I heard him say he got 2. I know for a fact that Ken Block had at least 2 on Toyos, so everyone got flats today. It sounded like a rough course. Who else? Yeah, Jeff Alford Distribution. I'm gonna go have a Michelob Ultra now that the race is over, and I can have one. What happened to the Ultras? Yeah, we're gonna. Is that what you're saying? Michelob Ultras? We're gonna go there. Go have them. So big thanks to them for the support. Alexander Ford, bummer they weren't racing today, but I know they'll be back at the Baja 400. So Jordan and everyone over there, we'll see you guys. Ryan, we'll see you guys at the Baja 400. Polaris, obviously they make a fun car. I think they're leading right now in the UTV Turbo class, so that's good. And then Satellite Phone Store, big thanks to them. That's how we got some of our updates for you guys today. If we didn't have sat phones out at some of these remote pits, we wouldn't get split times and we wouldn't get updates for you guys. So, you know, satellite phones are huge. Big thanks, Satellite Phone Store. All right, let's see. What do you say, Fish? Race this next year? Yeah, I can't race anything anymore actually because I have to do this for you guys. So how am I supposed to race something? I did kind of want to race my Razor actually at the other Best in the Desert race, the Parker race, the 2-day race. What do you guys think? I kind of want to enter it in the UTV Rally class and just go out there and have fun because I haven't done a race in it yet. And you know, after seeing some of these guys, I think I might be able to hang with some of these guys. So look, my camera's going blurry right at the end. That's perfect timing. So yeah, I don't know. I might race the Parker 2-day race. I don't know yet. We'll see. Could be kind of fun. But all these other races, I can't race anymore. I got to do this for you guys. All right. So we'll see you guys back. The Baja 400 will be the next time. Actually, the Baja 400 preview show will be the next show we do. We might do a Vegas to Reno wrap-up show. I'm not sure yet. It depends on how the finish goes and if there's enough excitement to talk about. Because I don't do boring shows. If there's not any, you know, drama, excitement, close racing, we're not going to talk about it because that's just boring. Who cares about that? We want some action, some excitement. So we might do a wrap-up show. If not, we will see you guys at the Baja 400 preview show. And if your Razor says, well, yeah, that's throwback there, Chris. That's a good one. So, yeah, we'll see you guys soon. And everybody, have a safe rest of the race, everybody. And if you're chasing, all of you guys in Reno, drive home carefully. Take your time going home. The 395 is a bit of a sketchy road. So be smart on the way home. Make sure you guys get some sleep. There's going to be some crews up late tonight. So be smart. Thanks to everybody once again for tuning in. And we'll see you soon here on Fishgistics.